Oh, hi. Hello, Facebook. Wait. Oh, yeah. Yep. Hi. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this live stream. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this filter, I think. It's a really cool filter. I'll give it a sec, see if anyone wants to jump on, have a chat. I decided to have a little bit of fun because someone has totally thrown me. Like I usually go to a certain spot when I do this live stream, when I do particular live streams, and there's someone in my spot. So I'm totally thrown, and this is why I'm just going to put on a filter and be super cool and just talk about how to. What am I going to talk about? What am I going to talk about? Oh my God. Anyway, I'll get to it. Say hi if you're there. And say hello, say good morning or good evening or wherever you're at. Obviously, it's morning here in Melbourne. All right, so I'm going to keep this cool filter on, and I'm going to get to the point. This morning. So here's what I want to talk about. I want to have a bit of a bone to pick, I suppose you could say. I have a bit of a smackdown to happen, and I've done this before. I have a few issues with certain ideas that a lot of entrepreneurs have, and that a lot of people in the business world have, right? And basically, this is another one, right? And this is something that you hear a lot, or at least I have in the past, definitely. And that is this whole idea of you have to pick one thing. You have to pick one thing and you have to focus on it, and you have to just get really good at one thing. Stop trying to do everything. Stop trying to be the jack of all trades, basically. Oh my God, that saying, the jack of all trades. Give me a love heart or something if you've heard this before, and if you know how annoying it is when you are a absolute multi-passionate superstar. The whole idea of being called a jack of all trades is really fucking annoying, because basically it's just a limitation, right? It's just this thing that people came up with to say, I don't know, I think it came from the idea that people were just doing too many things that they weren't really focusing, right? I think it came from the idea of just you have to get some focus, and that's fair enough. I can totally respect that, right? But the problem is this kind of applies now, I guess, to lots of other people. Say hey if you're there, by the way, if you're jumping on live, or if you're watching the replay as well, feel free to say hey. Here's the thing though, with people like me, probably like you, who are multi-passionate, who have so many things that they want to do, who are not unidimensional, right? Who are actually multi-dimensional. The thing with people like us is that we are multi-passionate. We do have a lot of different focuses, and that's fine, because you know what? It is just an extension of who we are. It is not actually because because you can't focus, or because you can't pick one thing, or because you're completely lost about what it is that you actually want to do. It's actually just about being multidimensional and having a bunch of different things. Hey Lou, good morning. Thanks for saying hey. How you doing? And that's it, right? And so this idea that that saying of, oh no, you don't want to be a jack of all trades, you want to be a master of one, right? Or jack of all trades, master of none. Well, you know what? If you're just good at one thing, and if you only care about one thing in life and that's it, then fine, go do it. Nobody's going to tell you off for doing that. But stop telling the people like me, like you probably, like a lot of people who have so many things that they're passionate about, so many things that they know that they are born to create and born to bring into this world. And stop telling them that they can't do all of that, right? Because you absolutely can, and you can be good at all of it, and you can absolutely make all of it work and make it all really powerful, because it's just who you are, right? It's like when I talk about, I guess, what I do in my different businesses, right? So I have my coaching, transformational coaching business. I have a 90% automated platform that I use as well, which provides another income. And I have, my fitness and everything like that. And you know what? It's all the same. Like when people ask me, oh, but you're a transformational coach, why do you do so much fitness stuff? Why are you always at the gym? Well, because I was a personal trainer for 10 years, and it's just what I live and breathe. I love fitness, right? So I'm always going to be doing that. And the idea that I'm going to be like, well, I'm not going to talk about fitness anymore because I have to just focus on one thing. You have to focus on your niche. You have to find your specific niche, the one little problem that you're going to solve. Seriously, if you can only solve one problem in this lifetime, you got problems. There's so many things that you can do. There's so many ways that you can impact. And if that's what you're called to do, then go do it, right? Thanks for the love heart, love, guys. Say hey if you're just jumping on now. Say good morning. But that's it, right? That's it. So if you are like this, and if you've had, maybe a mentor or a coach or someone tell you, you have to pick one thing. You have to find out what it is that you really want to do. You have to pick that one thing, that one niche, that one problem that you're going to solve, and that's it. That is all that you're allowed to do. If you have been in that position, I'm here to tell you that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You can absolutely have it all. You can do it all on your terms, and you can do it in as many areas as you want, as long as it is aligned to you, right? So I don't mean just go chasing every little shiny thing that comes along and just be like, all right, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do that. No, don't do that. I mean, when it's aligned to you, if it feels good to you, then that is what you're meant to be doing. Even if it is 1, 2, 3, 10 different avenues, 10 different areas, 10 different topics and niches and problems that you're solving, whatever it is, don't think you have to do one thing. The days of the industrial age are done, right? So if you're my age, or if you're even maybe slightly younger or something like that, then you probably grew up with parents that were in the industrial age, right? And for them, that was the point was to get a job, stay in it forever and ever, stay with that same employer, work up your, loyalty or whatever, and then the employer would look after you, and then that's what would look after you in your old age. We are not in the industrial age anymore. We are now in the technological age, information age? I don't know. But the point is, that's not what happens anymore. Your employer is not entitled, you are not entitled to be looked after by your employer anymore. That's not how it works. And if you want to move around, people move around all the time. People change jobs every 3 months if they want to, right? It's not the same age that we're living in anymore. And at the same time, we need to just adapt that, we've changed as well. And a lot of us have adapted to this point that we are, we are multidimensional, we are multi-passionate, and therefore we are allowed to do whatever it is that we feel called to do. That doesn't mean that you're going to just be doing every little thing, like I said, that comes your way or whatever. But if you are called to do a number of things, then go do them. Go do them and be you, and just absolutely let yourself shine, because there's no point limiting yourself for the sake of others, right? If you are called to do so many things, if you are multi-passionate, it is just because you are multi-dimensional, and that is amazing. That is exactly what you want to be, right? Then live with it. Then just take it and run with it and absolutely learn to love it, right? This is really distracting, actually. I wish I hadn't put this filter on now, because I actually, I'm struggling to focus, to actually keep looking and focusing on what I'm saying, because it's just keeps moving. But that's okay. That's all right. I had a bit of fun. Like I said, I had to move spots from where I normally sit, and this just absolutely threw me today, because I like my routine in many ways. But yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about, right? You are not a jack of all trades. You are multi-passionate. You are multi-dimensional. You are not a human that's just here to do one single thing, unless that's what you want to do. But even then, I'm going to be honest, I don't think anyone here is here to do one thing. I think that really we're here to do many, many things. And even if there's a central focus, like there is for me, right? The whole central focus of what I do is inspiring people to live their life on purpose, create a lifestyle by design and not by default, right? That is at the core of my purpose. But that comes in so many different ways, right? What does living your life on purpose mean? To me, it means looking after my body. It means fitness. It means health. It means mindset. It means transformation. It means evolving. It means constantly evolving your spirituality, all that kind of stuff, right? There is so much to it. And it's all back to the basic, right? That's the one thing that I focus on, but it has so many different avenues, so many different areas, right? And you're probably exactly the same, that you know what your central message is, you know what your central purpose is. Or if you don't, let's talk, message me. That's what I'm here for, right? But you know what your central message is, you know what it is that you are absolutely called to do. And there may be so many different avenues that you're going to be doing that in, right? And that doesn't make you a jack of all trades. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to focus. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be able to create things and make things happen because you just can't, settle on one thing. That's just crap. That's just crap. You are who you are, and you are multi-passionate, and you are multi-dimensional, and that is absolutely fucking awesome, because that is what this world needs. We need less people that are just, picking one lane and never ever exploring the other avenues of themselves, and more people that are prepared to just jump off the beaten road and try something different. So if this is you, this is your wake-up call. This is your little kick up the arse to say, stop listening to the naysayers, stop listening to the limited unidimensional people out there, and just be you. Always just be you. And remember to live life on purpose. Bye.